Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Great White Norther, and we're back at it again. We got a box of nickels. Actually, we don't have quite a full box of nickels. She couldn't give me a whole box, but she did find 4 bundles. So 4/5 of a box here. And looking forward to going through these, all customer wrapped. I'm going to come back and talk about a couple of them because there's some interesting enders on there. Before I do that, I do want to ask a couple things. If you guys don't mind to like and subscribe to the videos, make sure you hit that bell notification so that you get notified for upcoming videos. That'd be great. That really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. All right, before we get into this, let's just take a quick look at the enders. So there is some exciting stuff here. I noticed there is a young head right on the end of that roll there. Oh yeah, so there's a 12-sided right there, 1962. So it looks like we got some good stuff. So hopefully this is a good bunch to go through. I'm going to get everything set up here and I will bring you in. And I guess we'll start with the one with the young head in it. We'll start there and see what we find. All right, we're back at it in a sec. So before we get started, I just wanted to do a little shout out to a few channels here that that have either helped me or that I want to help and give back to the community. So when I got started doing the coin roll hunting videos, at the beginning I didn't find that many channels out there. There weren't a lot of people doing it, especially up in Canada, or specifically up in Canada. And I was looking for more Canadian content. I thought, well, this might be something to start a channel on because there doesn't seem to be a lot of people doing it. And then, of course, after that, I found that there were some people, but it was a very small number. So I wanted to thank a couple people that have supported me. So North Central Coins, for sure, has been a massive support for the channel. And he's doing a great job with his channel. And I want to thank him in this little clip for all his support and help. I also want to thank Millstacks. Millstacks also has, in the past, promoted me on his channel. Again, in an effort to help new and up-and-coming channels. He's helped lots of people. So a great guy, absolutely. If you're not subscribed to him, you should go subscribe to both these guys. And then there's 3 guys that I wanted to kind of pay it back to. So start off here with Niagara Coin Hunter. He is a Canadian coin roll hunter and is just getting his channel started. As you can see, he has only 57 subscribers now, but that's up. He's doubled that just in the last little while. Definitely, if you get a chance, go check out his content. He's doing the same sort of thing that I'm doing and going through Canadian coin roll hunting. So if you enjoy that, by all means, go check out his channel. We've also got Emmanuel's Workbench, fairly new, but has 92 subscribers. He's doing an excellent job. His editing is awesome. And he's got quite a basket of videos already. So check out his channel. Again, lots of great Canadian content, and he's had some success with his coin roll hunting as well. And last but not least, by far, Mario Brothers. This guy is hilarious. We've done some streams together and chatted on North Central Coins streams in the past. Definitely a great guy, and he's had some awesome luck with his coin roll hunting. So check out some of his videos. He's really found some cool stuff in there. So go subscribe to all these guys, and thank you very much for watching. Again, want to pay it back to you. Those of you that have been supporting me, there's plenty of people that have supported me, lots of people that have subscribed, but these are people who specifically shouted me out on their channel, or who I just think would be, like, let's support them and give them some love back. So thank you very much, and let's get back to the video. Well, this is the first roll. I just pulled it out. This is the one with the young head on it, and look what we have here. That looks like a roll full of old nickels. There's a bunch of 12-sided coins in there. Some old steel by the looks of it. Steel without the chrome, maybe even. What's this? No, just chrome nickel, just dark on the edge, 1953. So let's spread this out and see what we actually get. So we have our young head that was on the end there, 1963 young head. And we have a 1953 12-sided chrome. Here's a 1947 12-sided King George VI. Awesome, great shape too. There's another 12-sided 1960. And maybe switch hands here so I don't put the camera out of focus. Another 12-sided young head coming up. 1960. Oh wow, look at that. 1970. Just A little over 5 million of these minted, and it's in great shape too. All right, and looks like there's another one in behind here. It is also a 1970. Look at that. Oh, and I see an old one coming up. Oh, we have a find here, boys. Look at this. Two 1970s in awesome shape. And what do we got here? 1949, King George VI. I'll take it. What else we got here? We got, and there is a King George V right behind it. All right, any guesses what we're going to get? 1932. I'll take it. What a roll. Roll for this century. Holy smokes. This is probably the best nickel roll I have found. I've had some nice stuff in the past. I got a bunny nickel here, but not all in the same roll. And two 1970s, and I'm going to guess, I bet you this is one too, because they've all, like all the really, really nice ones have been 1970s. And yep, there it is. Three beautiful low mint 1970s. I think I've only found, I don't remember, maybe 2 or 3 total in the past, and they've all been scratched and beat up. So yeah, that's awesome. All right, what else we got here? 1955. Kind of spilled them all over the place here, so we're just kind of going back and forth. Oh, I see another King George V right here. All right, let's do this one first. We got a 1960, and we have 1995, and there is our King George the 5th, 1932, so a second 1932. Definitely a coin collection dump here, and these are like, why, you know, this is obviously got to be somebody who didn't know what they had, just tossed them all in a roll. That's a pretty decent looking 1953 chromer there as well. A little bit of scratching in the back. It's pretty typical of the older nickels to have those deep gouges on them. What else? We got another bunny nickel coming up, another 1977 bunny nickel, 1958. Young head there. 1965. Oh, another really nice King George VI here. 1952. 1983. Oh, and we got another King George V in behind, another 1980. And another 1932. Oh, I hope this whole bundle's like this. Wouldn't that be awesome? Because there was another one in there. So it's just a real mix too. 1971 is a low mint find as well. And we got 2001. It's 2001 P. So looking for the 2001 no P. Another chromer. And a young head on the end to finish it off. 1952. And the young head here. 1962. Well, that's a great find. I like that. I'm really, really stoked about these. Well, all of these. The 2 or 3 King George the Fifths and the 3 beautiful 1970s. So, all right, let's move on to the next roll, and hopefully we get a whole bunch of them like this. So, all right, before I go on, I just show you here while I'm doing this, while you guys are doing that. Some of my favorite YouTubers there, all up doing a coin roll hunt. And they're having some good luck. Cadroll just found a really nice collection dump just before I found this one. So it's pretty cool. I should have been in there competing with those guys tonight. So maybe next time. Okay, so we are on roll 4, actually. So I just started to open it up. I popped the tape on it, and I realized that we've got some definite finds in here. You can see all the 12-sided. So thought we'll go through these together, see what we've got. The last roll was pretty good. It's all part of that same bundle, so definitely part of this collection dump would be my guess. Look at that. There's another shiny one there. I bet you that's a 1970 if it holds true to the others. That'd be awesome if it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, look at that. Huh. That's so cool. Okay, cool. All right, so 1972. Oh, another bunny nickel. These are pretty decent looking King George chromes. 1951. It's funny how there's like a bit of a mix. In 1965, like there's some, you know, like there's in 1976, just kind of randomly in there. Then we got a bunny nickel. These are not the nicest. This one's okay, but this is actually the first time. Sorry, you couldn't see what I was looking at. It's the first time I've noticed a lot of the bunny nickels being a little bit rougher shape. Usually they're like this or better. But anyway, let's see here. 1965, 1974. We got another chromer, young head here. 1953, 1961, and there's another nice bunny nickel. This one's in even better shape. What's we got here? Another bunny nickel. Another bunny nickel. 1992. Oh, there's another 1970. Not quite as nice as the other ones, but pretty decent still. Way better than the ones I've been finding before. 1972. Another bunny nickel. 1972, 74. There's a young head. 1965. Oh, there's another one. I bet you that's another 1970. Just the way this has been going. Yeah, it must like. Why would they get rid of all these? But again, who knows, right? If somebody passes away, you get family just kind of digging through their stuff and rolling it all up, and it's just kind of a jumble in here. So they always had no idea what they had. 1964. There's another 1970 in great shape. And I'll beat up 1960 here. So there's another 1970. That's 7 1970s. 5 million of these minted each. And they're all in beautiful shape. Like I slabbed up the other 3 already over here. Yeah, like that's awesome. I'll probably get rid of some of the 1970s I got. They're all beat up. No, there's another 1970. This one's not in as nice a shape as the other ones, but still pretty decent. And another bunny nickel. All right, so this is the next roll, and I just started going through it, and sorry, it's kind of a bit of a mess here, but I noticed as I was going through that there seems to be a few finds in here. So the first 2 things I pulled out was the 67 bunny and a 64 young head, but I noticed that we've got a 91. These are both low mintage. 91s are about 10, almost just under 11 million, so they're fairly low mint coins for sure. We got 96, which is also a low mint, 27 million. So 99. Could be cool if it was a P, but it's not. Another 97, about just under 37 million. There's a 1990. So yeah, so there's well, there's a 96, around that 37 million, 98. Oh, and glad I brought you in. Don't know if you can see it up in the corner there, but 1991's another 11 million minted coin. And we have this bad boy right here. Pretty decent shape. King George V, another 1932. So obviously all part of the same collection, and they just looks like when they were putting them in the rolls, they just kind of mix them in with a whole bunch of other nickels. Another 97, which is a little bit lower mintage. 1990, there's a young head. 1964. Oh, there's 1965, another 1965. There's a 2000, maybe it'll be 2000p. It is 2000p, so that's awesome. 2000p is just under that 5 million mark as well. So yeah, we're getting tons and tons of low mint finds on top of the older coins. 2005 commemorative, 1965. Sorry, I might have done that off camera. Just looking over the camera. Oh, there's another 1970 in great shape. Holy smokes. Another bunny. 93 and a 96. So, those are the ones we're not keeping, and those are the ones we are keeping. So far, so good. The very next roll I pulled out is the 8th roll of that bundle, and we've got 62 written on the end here, and it says 37. Yeah, so there is the modern one I saw on the end. There's an 85. Another 85, and then, yeah, we're into the young heads. That looks like a 62. Let me just get this paper out of the way. And my guess is that they are all 62. So let's just take a look at every single one of them. All right, well, that's an awesome little find. On to roll 11 and a new bundle, and we have one find in this roll, so we've got another 2000p. Roll 23, and we've got another, looks like a dump or a part of this dump. As I said, they all came from, or all the bundles came from the same bank, so they may have got jumbled around here, but we got lots of 12-sideds in here, so let's dump this out. And that was horrible. Let's see what we've got here. Looks like there's some good stuff in here, so let's just do this. Do it so I don't get my hand in the way there. So we got 1965. Let's flip this so we can see that better. 1965, 1990. No bare belly there that I can see. That's Rabbit 64. Yeah, lots of them here. 74. There's a 49. King George VI, another rabbit. Ooh, another 1970 in great shape. I don't know if you can see it there. Set that one over here. Another 1964. And just try to keep my hand from putting it out of focus. 1959. Another rabbit. 63. 57. Hold it up a little higher. 1980. Yeah, actually the 47 with the maple leaf is actually the less rare of the three that are available. So there's a 47 plain, a 47 with maple leaf, and the 47 with the dot. 47 with the dot is the rare one. The 47 without the maple leaf is about 7 and change million that were minted, and a little over 9 million of the one with the maple leaf, but nice to get that anyway. 1978. Again, trying to make sure I don't put this out of focus. Look, there's another 1970 in great shape there. I'm just finding tons of them. Here's another one probably. Oh no, that's the rabbit. 1977, another rabbit. Got a chrome there. 1951 chrome, another rabbit. King George the Sixth head, 1950. Is another 1950 there? Looks like it's all covered in crud. Yeah. And more rabbits. Another 1970, great shape, and another 1970 in great shape. 1954. 1977, 75, 49, King George VI. Roll 25, and we have another roll here that's got some markings on it. Where did I see it? There it is, 1961. So I did open it up to take a look. I don't know if you can see in there, but got some shadow. But you can probably see 1961. So my guess is this is an entire roll. Let's dump a few out. Yeah, they look like they're all 1961. So I'm not going to dump them all out. I'll just keep them in the roll for now. I don't believe there's any varieties I need to look for in the 61s, so I can go through those later off camera. But yeah, got a whole roll. So there's 40 1961s there would be my guess. And I'll let you know if there's anything different by the end of the video. Roll 26, and hopefully this isn't getting old for you guys, but it looks like we got another one of these rolls. So I noticed immediately as soon as I saw the 1970, which is in great shape again, and didn't even notice that right behind it is another 1932 King George V. 1954 chrome right there. And yeah, some more random stuff here. Oh, another King George. There's a 96. And yeah, King George V, 1932. They're all 1932s, bizarrely enough. Another one in behind, there's 1986 there, and another 1932. I guess if you're going to see a King George V, you might as well bet on it being a 1932. Another 1996 lower mintage. Now we're getting into the rabbits. And a couple 94s. There's another one, 1932. Whoops, sorry. Can't see for the glare. 1983, 1951 chrome. Go with the 54 chrome from earlier. 1993, 97 is another low mint. 65, another 1932. And when you bet that's a 1932, yep. Not going to complain. Be nice to get a different date, but oh, there we go. 1945 war nickel. It's great shape. Yeah, Auber's is really good. There's so many of these are scratched, like big gouges in them, so that is nice to find. Something P, 2000P, take that. Another 5 million minted in great shape. Very next roll, and it looks like we have another one. So I think what I'm going to do, otherwise this video is can end up being super long. I will just bring you in at the end unless I find something that I haven't found already before. Okay, so that's what I pulled from that roll. Another 1932, a 47 plain, a 52 chromer, 56, 260s, 61, 62, 8 65s, 2 67s, and three really nice 70s. Two of them really nice and one decent. So yeah, so another nice haul out of that to add to the pile. On to the next roll, and 31 rolls in, and we've got a few more finds here. So a bunch of 96s and 97s. They're all lower mintage. One's about 27 million, one's about 37 million. And so I've been collecting all of those. And then we got two 1990s, which are also a little bit lower mintage. And they also have the bare belly variant, which this one does not, but the other one did. So I've just got it up here on the microscope, and you can see that is the bare belly. Actually, I'll use this one as a comparison, so you can see where the hair is not showing up in those sections there. And then if you look at a normal one, you can see how the hair is there. So that's the first bare belly one actually that I have found. So that's kind of cool. Roll 33, and we have got a new find. So we've got all these 1932s, and guess what? We now have a 1931. So I'll take it to go with our 1132s over there. Nice to find a different date for sure. And then we also got a couple other nice finds here. So we got two 1945 chromes, and we got a 1945 steel, so without the chrome on it. So that's nice to get, and worth a little bit more. I also got another 49, a 52, a 53, and a 56. So a couple more chromes in there as well. So I thought this was the final roll, but actually I have two more in there. I forgot that I had not pulled those ones out. And so anyway, we got two more to go, but this is the third last roll. I just pulled all of these out, and there was only 4 coins. There's 4 1968s that I didn't keep, but you can see I got another massive stack here of stuff. So 251s, a 52, 353s, a 54. Look at that stack, eh? And I'll do those last 2 rolls, and then I will go through and look at all the varieties that I need to look at, make sure I haven't missed anything. I haven't really looked very closely at things like the 64s and 65s and stuff, so I'm going to go through all those, and then I will bring you back in and we'll do a final recap on everything that is here. So all right, 2 more rolls to go. All right, what an epic recap this is going to be. So it's been seconds for you, but it's been hours for me. As a matter of fact, it's the following morning. By the time I got done going through all of these, checking for the different varieties, I was about done for the night. So I'm just coming back at it this morning, and we're going to go through and talk about everything that we found in these rolls. So the last 2 rolls didn't have anything in them. And so this was the end result. I added them up. It's 357 nickels that we pulled out, plus 4 US lonely nickels there. There's nothing, they're all modern, nothing to talk about there. And I'm super, super excited. There's so much good stuff in here. I would have to say probably the one of the more exciting to me is these 1970s. So many of them that are in good shape, but I'll come back to them in a sec. So I'm going to start at the newest stuff. 2006, I pulled out all the ones that had no mint mark on them. So all of these, there's nothing on the back or on the obverse. And so there are several varieties of this. There's one with a P, there's one with a Royal Canadian mint mark, and then there's one with no mint mark. And this one is definitely the most rare. I don't know how rare it is, but for now I'm hanging on to them all. I got 6 of those. So also the 2001 no Ps, I have 5 of those, and there are about 30 million of those that were minted out of, I think, 200 and some odd million that were minted that year. So definitely more rare and harder to find. And then the 2000 Ps, I got 3 of those, and they're just under 5 million of these minted. So another really nice find to get the 2000 Ps. Then we get into some of the lower mint stuff. So the 1997s, I have 12 of those, and there's about 27 million of those that were minted. And then I have 21 of the 1996s, which are about 37 million, but there are some varieties here. So we have 13 that are the near 6, and 8 that are the far 6, which are the more rare of the 2. And then there's also an attached 6, which we didn't get any of. So that's pretty good. We got 8 of the far 6. 1991 is another low mint year. About 10.9 million of those minted, so it's pretty low mintage year. I got 4 of those. The 1990s, so they're about 42.5 million that were minted. So it's kind of getting up there, but it's under the 50 million mark that I kind of say I'll keep these. Anything before ARP, I'll hang on to for now. And there were 2 of them. I found another one with the bare belly variant in them, so that's great. Then we get into the 1971s, about 27 million of those, and I got 3 of those. And then the 1970s. So we have 17 1970s, if you can believe it. And 15 of them are in awesome shape. So I'm going to probably put all of these in 2x2s as well. But you can see they're just pretty much pristine. Little bit of bag dings and so on the back, but yeah, or on the obverse there. But for the most part, these are in great shape. Two of them down here that are just kind of, they're still pretty decent. They're probably better than the ones I have already, but they're but not quite as nice as the other ones. So 17 of those, that's awesome. 1969s, about 27.8 million of those. I got 3 of those. The 1967s, there's about just under 37 million of the rabbits or the bunny nickels that were minted. And usually they're in better shape. These are okay. So the ones on the left I'm going to keep for now. These ones I've probably just tossed back into circulation. They're kind of beat up, and quite often the ones we get are in really great shape. So even these ones are a little questionable for me, but yeah, I'll just toss these ones back because they're of the bunch, they're not nearly as nice as the rest. So, but yeah, that's a good haul of bunny nickels there. So then we start moving up into some of the older stuff here. So 1966, I got 2 of those, and they're about 30 million of those that were minted. The 1965, so I went through all of these for the large bead variant, and none of them, unfortunately, are the large bead. We had 22 of those. I will be throwing those back into circulation. I don't normally keep them unless they're the variant, which I haven't found, of course, because it's super rare. 1964, I checked them all for the extra waterline and the spitting queen. Again, higher mintage, so not ones I normally keep. They are the first year of the young head, but they're not really worth keeping. There's lots of them. So 1963 is the first year I really start keeping, and there's 4 of those there. 1962, there are 47 1962s here. I went through all of them looking for the double date of the 1962, and we have one that has a doubling on it. Now, doubling is tough. I'm just gonna, I don't have my microscope set up. Okay, I got my microscope set up here again. So you can see that there's quite clearly some doubling on this 1962. There's a little bit underneath the A and the C as well. And then, of course, all along the numbers here. So it's definitely doubled. Whether it's machine doubling or the actual double die error, it's hard for me to ascertain. I've done some looking around. There's a lot of argument on the internet about what is machine doubling and what is the actual doubling. It looks pretty similar, though. When I look on the PCGS website, it's very close. But realistically, for a die error, double die error, it should be pretty much exactly the same. So anyway, I'm definitely going to keep it. It is doubled, and we're looking for a doubling on the 1962, so I will hang on to that one. So that's good. We also got some 61s here. So there's 49 of the 61s, including what's in the roll. The 1960s, I have 21 of those. 59s, I have 6 of them. The 58s, I have 4 57s, 5 56s, and 3 55s. Those all actually filled a hole in my collection. For some reason, I did not have any 55, 56, 57, or 58 in my collection. So now we're down to the 44. So we start getting into some of the chrome ones. The 1950, sorry, did I say 44? 1954. I got 4 of those. One of them did upgrade. They're all the common shoulder fold variety, unfortunately. The 1953, I have 6 no shoulder fold far leaf and 2 shoulder fold near leaf, and they are, of course, the common versions of that. So we want the reverse to get the rare ones. 51s, I have 5 of them, and they did upgrade. I did upgrade my book with the nicer 51. I think the one that's on there is actually the one that I took out of the book. So I had a really nice one that I could throw in there. Same with the 52. The 1950, I got 3 of those. 49, here we go. I got 4 of those. 3 47s and 2 plain and 1 with the maple leaf. So no dot, unfortunately, but I'll take them. 1945, we got 4 of them. One of them was a very nice upgrade for my book. So I put that in already. And then we also, in that 5, we have a non-chromed one. Now the interesting thing is, when I look at it, it almost looks like the chrome may have worn off. So it may not be the valuable version of it, because when you flip it over, the back of it is chromed. So it's a partial chroming or loss of chrome. And then, of course, our 1932s. We got 11 of those. They're all the near 2. So there's a variant, which I'd forgotten about, that is available on the 1932. And it is the far 2, where the 2 is further away from this maple leaf. I've checked them all. They are not the far 2 variants. They're all the near 2. So, but still, they're King George V heads, 1932s. Happy to get those. And then, of course, the 1931. What a great haul. Awesome. A lot of excitement going through that. I think I'm going to make a trip back over to this bank. The bank that I was at was actually out of my hometown, but I might take a trip over there. I just picked this box up or I picked up the 4 bundles on Friday. It's now Sunday. So I will go over there tomorrow and see if I can maybe pick up a box of quarters, or get some quarters and dimes from them as well, and see if I can maybe catch the rest of this collection if it all got turned in there. So all right, well, thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun for me. Now I got to reorganize everything and get this all put away. But I do really appreciate you guys coming along. And please like and subscribe. Have a great day and take care.